Lovecraft Country episode 4. We just did a recap. We just did a breakdown. Now it's time for the final part in our trilogy, our review of this episode. A very, adventure-themed episode, as we could see. Name of the episode was A History of Violence. What did we think of it? Sven, your first reaction to this episode?
I really enjoyed watching it. It was putting the viewer back on track after some confusing episodes where you had no clue actually what it was all about, and where the information was going quite fast to digest and to also get a clue. And here they put you a bit back on track with giving some signs already in the beginning of this episode. And definitely it was worth watching the adventure theme, which I really loved.
Because to be clear, especially you and Koen, are very much Indiana Jones fans also.
Yes, exactly. When I was young, I watched several movies, especially The Temple of Doom was my favorite, and I saw some references to that movie with the bridge and the doors and all these adventure themes that was really cool done, and how they are able to symbolize almost everything they do to the historical and actual discussion about equality and race is really interesting and really for me still a new way of doing it, because I was always more into realistic topics or genres about this. So this symbolizing and more science fiction horror theme.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We get
it's working out really well, and also their acting is still phenomenal. We can't forget saying it. It was really enjoying watching, and really looking forward to the 5th episode.
Yeah, and don't forget, Sven, we keep stressing it out. Now that you are a bit more used to the style, get out, and don't get out of this talk, but get out the movie. That's one that you.
Yeah, really, but I think that's too much of a thriller, and I'm not that of a hero with thrillers, I have to say.
Oh, it's a bit of a Lucy.
I think it's not so bad. I think you can compare it quite well with this.
I think you can handle Prisoners when you can handle Get Out.
Yeah, I think so too.
If I can handle this, I can handle Get Out?
No, if you can handle Prisoners, the movie you saw, you can handle this, trust me.
Yeah, but I had the impression Get Out was more psychological thriller.
No, it's horror, so you can compare it in a way, I think, to the episode, the last episode, the Haunted House episode. Yeah. You can compare it a bit with that episode, I think, instead. There the theme was, of course, really ghosts and those kind of things. Yeah. That's also what you get in Get Out.
Okay. On my list.
Koen, for you?
Yeah, I like the episode a lot. It was also a nice, fresh breeze, like to watch more standard pace, way less over the top references and all the things. Without the episode guide that you gave us last time, the breakdown, I missed half the clues last episode. And this episode was easier to follow. It was, I like Indiana Jones style a lot because I like Indiana Jones movies a lot. It was nice. Acting was very good, like Sven said, which is every episode is good. So that's very nice to see. And I'm very curious. I also don't think it's a coincidence that they use more, of course, shots with the black actors than with the white actors. You don't see Christina and the other guy a lot. And I'm makes you also really wonder, like, what is their objective? You know, what they really want to do. And of course,
they keep it a mystery. Yeah.
Of course, the easiest thing, the thing they want the Book of Adam, and they also want to do certain stuff. Okay, that's one thing, but no, for me, it leads to more. And I'm very curious what they are gonna follow up. The main thing now I'm very excited about is like Hippolyta and her daughter. What they're gonna do in their journey. They go like, also it was already sundown. I was scared when they were driving a bit further.
I didn't think of that.
But the only thing that for me was, I had a bit of a problem, small little issue with this episode was like, also when they finally come in their own house again, they never said, how the hell did we end up here? Not even one sentence. It was a bit too your explanation was perfect. It's about the layers, not about actually what's happening. But it was a bit interesting.
Yeah, I think the subtext is most important. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
what do you think?
No, I liked it. Maybe a bit less than you two liked it, because I'm also a bit less of an Indiana Jones fan, for that matter. So I like adventure stories, but
wasn't Costa enough for you? Or?
Exactly. But adventure stories for me, I like them, but not that much. So I enjoyed this episode. But what I liked about it is that I was quite tired when I started watching, and I felt like maybe this is too much for now to watch Lovecraft Country, because it's so intense.
Yeah, I have to say.
And then I was tired, and I started looking and I thought, this is actually quite calm. Yeah. But I also got confused, because I think, like, am I missing that much? Because I really noticed little things. Well, normally that's that. Yeah. So I got a bit confused, like, oh my God, I think I'm missing just half of the episode. But
it was lighter on information, I think.
Exactly.
You were used to.
Yeah. As we see in the breakdown that we did, there's quite some subtext still with the scenes, but less references and those kind of stuff. So that was good. But I really like what you can see now with this series is that each episode take a different theme. Because the first episode, of course, we had was a monster movie, so to say. The second episode was like fantasy with the witches and those kind of things, very with this secret society.
The Bible.
Exactly, with fantasy kind of style. Then the third one was haunted house, ghosts, of course. And now we get adventure. And if I interpret the signs of this episode well, I think the next one will be time travel, sci-fi related.
I think so too. With the array and the solar system.
And also, of course, we got this time space that they moved to time and space with being in Boston and then in Chicago within a second, which is impossible. So I think that's already alludes to something.
Man in black in the car waiting outside Christina's house.
Maybe it's a sort of a Man in Black kind of organization. That could be. But then the question is, how many more genres are out there? Western, because we still got 5 to go after the next one.
Western,
a thriller, murder mystery. That would be fun. A murder mystery one.
Film noir.
Animated.
Yeah.
I say there has to be a Top Gun episode. No. Sorry.
Mafia, Godfather.
Mafia, yeah.
War.
War might very well be, of course, with Tick's background.
Yeah, we can see more of that. Also, what happened with
and it started, of course, with War.
And science fiction.
So maybe they bring it all together in the end. So that's interesting. So no, I enjoyed this episode. It was good that it was a bit more straightforward. And I'm already looking forward for what's to come. The questions we have now, of course, is the time machine. Like we talked about our theory in our breakdown. We talked about the theory that Christina and William might be the same person. That's a question that hangs above the series still. We got the question about Montrose. What's his role in it? There were hints of his sexuality. Will we get more of that in the next episode?
What happened after the intercourse between what were the names? Ruby and
William. Yeah. That's how will it go with Hippolyta and Dee?
Yes. Driving to Devon County.
So there's quite some questions still left to be answered. Well, this was the 4th episode, so we got 6 to go. We will cover all those 6 just like we did with the first 4. We will make reviews, breakdowns, and recaps. So let us also know in the comments what you thought of episode 4. We are interested to discuss with you there. And we can keep you updated. So if you would like to stay updated, subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, like it. Then we will say goodbye now. See you with the next episode. Sven, Koen.
Can't wait. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.